Previously on J-Talkshow.
Do I need a huge amount of money to start a business?
Well, it depends on the business that you want to start. If the business demands you to acquire a huge capital, then you need to get that. But if it's something small, you also need small capital. So it doesn't necessarily mean you need a huge amount of money to start a business. Yeah.
You don't need money to start a business. Okay. And when you tell people this, they're how? And you have to understand that business is a problem solved. That's what we call business. And if you identify a problem, if you don't have the means of solving it, you can sell your business idea, people who have the means, and you manage their finances for them.
This is PG, yeah? If be money, we take fine money.
Exactly.
You know about what I tell.
Yeah, that's what I have.
If be money, we take fine money.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Building Our Future Today. And my name is Susan AGYEI. My question now is business for everybody?
No, business is not for everyone. And let me explain. To be a business person, there are certain skills and attributes you have to have. For example, you have to be resilient. You have to be someone that doesn't give up easily. You have to be someone that you have credibility, you're trustworthy, and you have to be somebody that also has a vision and knows what he or she wants. So most people are good employees. They can't have their own business because business is a lot of risk. It's a lot of risk. Most people don't have the heart or the stomach to take that. And so I don't really advise everybody to go into business, because at the end of the day, if you're not resilient, if you're not tough, and you don't really have a focus and a vision, if you don't have that drive, that hunger to actually own your own business and like take the risk, damn the risk, then business is not for you. Just go get a job. Somebody should bear that risk for you and pay you a monthly salary, and I think you will also live a good life. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to ask something.
Okay.
So you're saying the business is not for everybody. Which born I accept business is not for everybody. But you made us understand that you can actually, I think the whole risk factor and the whole fear and panic and those kind of things comes in when money gets involved. All right?
Yeah.
Or you don't think so? When money is involved, that is where the whole risk because you're scared of losing your money, no?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
Yeah, money and also the fact that certain people
waste your time or what?
Waste your time. Certain people don't have the confidence to talk to people. Certain people are shy. Certain people can't approach people. They don't know how to have people don't know how to convince other people, how to sell an idea. If you don't have these qualities, it's going to be very tough for you to have your own business.
But I think the risks when risks comes in, I think most people are just scared of the money aspect. All right. Mm. So if Nonso is also telling us that we can do business without money, then I think at the end of the day, people really don't need to get scared of doing the thing without money. No, because my money is not involved. Why do I get scared about? I only panic when my money is involved.
Yeah.
If not, Charlie, I'm good to go. Anything I will do. So at the end of the day, it's not for everybody. We accept, but everybody can try it.
Yeah,
no?
That's what I wanted to ask him. Like you said, it's not for everybody. So who are those people that?
It's not for everybody can try it, but at the end of the day, it's not going to work for everybody. That's the sad story about it. That's because certain people are, just as I said, money is a very important factor, just like he said. People are scared of losing their money, which is a huge factor. But I can say that's not the only factor, because certain people, they may not be really scared of losing their money. They are shit scared to stand in front of people and try to convince them that, okay, you know what, this thing I'm selling to you, this service I'm going to render to you, you need it. Some people can't do that. in as much as it's easy for we guys to do that, and I think guys have better luck than girls most times. I'm not trying to be anyhow, but that's because most times, if you look at it, most times guys it's in our nature to approach people, girls, talk to them, approach them, and so we already know how to convince, so to say.
It make it matter if they talk like that.
We over time, will I say subconsciously, we've been honing our skills to be able to convince. Because if you can talk to a girl and make her your girlfriend, trust me, you can sell a business idea to anybody. Yeah, yeah, you can. You can, because it's far easier to sell a business idea.
Shall I know my party's playing? They know they don't feel.
No,
if they do that one, but the business
they don't know. They don't know that they have that until they try it. That's the funny thing.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to them, boy.
Yeah. most times, if you can talk to people, convince a girl to be with you, Charlie, you can sell any business idea to anybody. I'm telling you the fact. You just have to put your mind into it. So if you don't have money and you're not scared of losing your money, because girls they're not in the business of approaching boys and trying to talk to them. So most times they don't, over the time they realize that they don't have skills of trying to convince anybody to do anything. You can convince this, okay, be my girlfriend, follow me here, come, let's go out. You convince. Sometimes she says no, and you'll be like, no, it's good. We have fun. You'll be able to. You understand? So, but girls, due to the nature of the whole dating game and business, they don't necessarily do the convincing. Girls don't convince. They don't have to convince you to do anything.
Susan, is true.
Once they get confronted, so once they're in a situation, in order to convince to sell maybe their cooking or their food, they find it difficult that, I can't actually convince, because over the years, I've never had to convince anybody to buy a certain idea that I have. They are the ones coming to me to convince me to do what they want. You get so that's why I feel like it's not for everybody, because if you as you said, if you're scared of losing your money, also you're shy, you can't approach people, you're timid, if you can't convince people, you're somebody that you don't know how to convince people, or you're over this, you just know how you're going to succeed in business. It's not possible. You have to let the people know that there's a problem. I'm trying to render a service or a product to you, and this is good for you. You have to convince them.
Wow. You have to convince them. Nick, looks like you want to say something.
Oh, well, depending on how you see it, okay, some people believe that all things are possible. Yeah. But realistically, okay, business is not for everyone. That's the truth. Yeah. And this is so because business is it's a whole something on its own. It involves planning, management. Like you need to be somebody that should envision. Like it's a lot of things involved. Okay, so you can't just say that, okay, I want to do business, so I'm going into business. No, it's a skill you need to have. To me, yeah, you need to have that skill. And any skill you don't have, you can't exercise that particular skill. For example, you don't have the skill of public speaking or something like that. You can't be able to speak in public. Okay, so you should have that business skill to be able to become a business person. I don't know whether you get it. Yeah, so that is it. So business is not for everyone. Some people are just meant to be investors. Like you invest. Yeah. So some are made to be
employers,
invested. Yeah,
employees.
Yeah. So that is it. So business is not for everybody. Yeah,
that is very true. I think I want to add something. There was a friend that I introduced something to, and it's like what they are saying. I agree perfectly with them. Business is not really for everybody, because I introduced something to a friend that let's do this, but the returns that we are going to get is actually, let's say, I'm into commerce. I do a lot of selling, anything in commerce. I'm just all. But so, for instance, let's say we take a product, and then when we sell a product, we're actually supposed to get, let's say, 5 dirhams. No, So if it's even commission based, let's say 5 dirhams on a product. The person told me, no, I'm not interested. 5 dirhams, I'm not interested. Because the person is looking,
Like it's too
yeah.
small.
Making it was a million.
You understand? But we are also looking at, okay, boom, if one is giving me 5, imagine I'm able to go for 10, I'm able to go for 20, go for
Exactly.
50, go for 100.
Exactly. 1,000.
How much am I making?
Hmm.
All right. So some people are not even looking at the whole idea that, Charlie, it is time. Like, they just want
You
it
have to
now
start
and then.
somewhere.
Do you understand? And that is why, personally, for me, I would say business is not really for everybody.
Okay.
Because business, if you want to really get into business, there's the highs and there's the lows. Right?
Exactly.
If somebody should really actually begin to show you their, how do they call it? Let's say their statements, or maybe even those that are into certain business I would not want to even mention. Like, we have the highs and then the lows. All right. You actually realize that today you are in profit of, let's say, 500. Tomorrow you are in loss of 600. Like, you are just up and there. And then
Yeah,
if
you
you
might
are,
just give up.
you understand, if you are not really into,
Resilient, yeah, you give up.
you're actually going to give up, and then the whole emotions begin to get in, and then you are just all over the place. So I think, as they said, business is really not for everybody. Nick was talking about those that can be investors. Charlie, you see, people are here. Me, when Nonso was talking about having 100,000 dirhams, I was just all over the place. Hey, Nonso, you get 100,000 dirhams with the tap here, right? It no be joke. You understand? So
Right now he has more because that was
you
years back.
You understand? I'm sitting here with big men, Charlie. At the end of the day, they need to
Big man.
they really need to sort me out, safe. So others are there to invest, others are there to guide, others
Employees.
are employees, others are supposed to actually work for other people.
Hmm.
Others, Charlie, you need to just find what is going to actually work for you and then just begin to do it. It doesn't really mean that everybody needs to go into the business side and then try to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is why it is also good to have a team, like a team. You know, earlier he was saying something like he had an idea and he tried like sharing it with someone, and all of a sudden he realized that it's all over the place. Okay. Yeah. So with this particular one, you can have a team. Okay. And that particular team, you make sure that you mention the idea, but don't give the details. Don't give don't go into details what it entails, so that probably
Somebody will not steal your idea.
exactly. So I believe that having a team is also important. As he said, some people will bring their ideas, some will also bring their money, some will you understand. Yeah. So basically it's about at the end of the day being successful, and business is of course not for everyone. You can have the plan, but how do you develop the plan? Okay, so you can have someone to develop that plan for you. That is why we even have
Business consultant.
yes, business consultants, and they're the one who draw plans and something like that. Yeah. So yeah, that is just to add to it.
And I think what Nonso is talking about, he's a business consultant. And you guys,
Sorry, let me add
some.
something to what Nicholas was saying. You
Okay.
know, and I want to say this to our viewers out there. He's right. Don't give your details of your business ideas to people, because certain times some people can steal those business ideas and take it. But if you're someone that's you're business oriented, one door closes, another door will open. That means if you're business oriented, no matter if someone takes your idea, the person cannot implement your idea as good as you will do. That's one thing you should know. Although it's not advisable to let people know, but I can tell you that if you have an idea of, let me say, opening a food distribution business or being an agent, no one will be able to do that as good as you are. You know, because that's your idea. And even if people are doing it, trust me, you can always get other ideas, because as I said, business is problem solving. There's problems everywhere to be solved. You just have to find that problem and look for a solution that people need and give it to them. And about business consultants, I think business consultants are the worst set of people to get advice from. And why I say this is because most business consultants don't have businesses.
Okay.
They're professionals. And I can't go to a teacher to tell me how a teacher of so to say, a teacher that's teaching maybe engineering who has never made anything, or an electrician who has never worked with wires or anything. So, or an economist who doesn't have a business or does nothing. So most of these so-called professionals don't even have a business of their own, and they're giving you advice of how to manage a business. They're employees. They're actually working for business consulting firms. They're actually employees, and they're giving you advice on this. So I think that's, to me, you shouldn't go to business consultant.
So are you trying to say if they have the ideas, why don't they go out there and work it them?
Exactly. So why will you give me advice on how to make money when you're poor?
Okay.
He's saying business consultants are not really important, which, boom, for me, I don't have any problem with somebody, because Charlie, it's a service they are providing. In as much as he does, maybe he has the idea about how to do the thing, but boom, it will come back to you saying that why is he not doing it himself? And like, Susan, I can help you do something.
Yeah.
Maybe by me guiding you. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that I need to do it myself.
Exactly. That also comes to the fact that she said business is not for everybody.
Exactly.
It's not for the business.
It's not for business.
I guess,
Exactly.
It's not for the business consultant, but he can help you actually.
Of
So
course.
we shouldn't actually downgrade their influence in, let's say, business. They really play a role. I'm giving you an example. I'm telling you, people are getting money from, and at the end of the day, where they are getting the money from, you go and then, Charlie, they themselves, they are not having the money, but they are telling people
How to get the money. Exactly. It's possible.
We all agree that business is not for everybody.
Yeah.
So the business consultant also has a role to play.
Of course.
Yeah. So those people that the businesses are not for, what are they supposed to do in order to survive? Or you use the word thrive.
Just like Nicola said, they could be investors. You could invest in other people's businesses. You don't have to necessarily own your own business. You could, there's nothing wrong with being an employee. You could get a professional job, be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, whatever. You work in a firm and you get paid, on a monthly basis. And, so that saves you all the risk that comes with business. You can be able to do those things and also lead a kind of a normal and peaceful life. Yeah.
Okay, so all three of you are into business.
Yeah.
And the two of you, Delali, Nick, you're already in the, let's say you studied something pertaining to business. Again, the business field, accounting, economics, and all that. But no, so as a medical student, so at what point did you realize you have to do business?
I would say from my secondary school days. I don't want to say this on air, but right from secondary school days, I already started doing business. I already started asking myself, first of all, you have to be uncomfortable with your financial situation. Because if you're not comfortable with it, if you're okay with what you're getting, then there's nothing that's going to push you to want to make more. So right from an early stage, I was very uncomfortable. I grew up in a modest family. We're not poor, but we're not rich also, just average. And I was not comfortable with that. I couldn't understand why another family could have 6 cars, a big house, and we couldn't have. I couldn't understand why. They don't have 2 heads, basically. And so I took a decision. I had to introspect and find out that, okay, now I'm secondary school. I was in a boarding school, a boys' school. What could I do to make a little money? Because my parents were not coming for visiting days more often like others. Visiting days, some parents will bring a lot of stuff, provisions, meal, cabin, cornflakes, holding more, those stuff. And my parents hardly comes from visiting days, so I had to find a way to survive, so to say. And and so I started doing certain businesses, buying, selling, little things and stuff like that. So until I came to Morocco, and I got into the real estate business. I got into the financial business, money changing, transfer, and stuff like that. And yeah. So for those that are into business, that want to actually have a successful business, you have to be uncomfortable with your financial situation and want to push to kind of change your situation. And with that, if you're really uncomfortable with your situation, you'll be able to ask yourself the hard questions. And if you ask yourself the hard questions, the funny thing about it is you'll get the answers. Yeah. If you sit with yourself and you discuss with yourself, so what am I not doing? What do I need to do? Do I need to acquire certain skills? Do I need to do be around certain friends? Because those are the things that influence how you do. If you're around friends that are always thinking, finish school, get a good job, that's how you're going to be. If you're around friends that are already self-employed, doing things, having their own businesses, naturally you just, go around certain people. So you have to look at yourself. What is hindering you from being able to start your own business if you want to? Are you okay with your situation? Do you want to change your situation? Do you know to acquire certain skills? Be around certain people and stuff. And if you do that, you see that you'll be able to go have a head start.
All right. Nick, so what kind of business you do? And what are some of the challenges you're facing right now?
Okay, so all right. First of all, yes, we all know I'm into sending and receiving of money, and also I'm into transport, Uber business in Ghana. Okay, so that is it. Some of the challenges that we are facing. Okay, I have a team in Ghana. Okay, so some of the challenges that we are facing is sometimes the breakdown of the cars. You have to repair it, and the fuel prices, it keeps going up. So that means the sales that the drivers needs to give you is going to come down. Okay, and it also affects the business. And also, we have to import cars from outside the country, and when you are buying the dollar rate, you understand. So it's mostly about the internal problems of the country or the government. Okay, so yeah, that is the problem. Some of the problems that we face. Yeah.
Importer, exporter.
Exactly. I studied that. That's what I studied. So.
Okay, let me. Delali.
The business I do.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Just don't spill all the secrets.
Anyway, I don't do much, but yeah, for me, anything business, anything money coming, Charlie, I'm involved, so you can call me. But what I really do, I think I'm a retailer of the Arabian Opulence perfume oils. So I sell perfumes, and then also
what you are wearing.
Oh yeah.
Into that
wow,
I
it's
know.
beautiful.
Yeah. All right, thank you. So this is also made by the African Print Master.
Yeah,
so
Africa.
The African Print Master, and then we are not only into hoodies, so we are into hoodies, jean jackets, t-shirts, and then we just try to customize them with the African kente fabric.
Very nice designs, huh?
Yeah. So, and then that's any design. It's not specifically like
anything you want.
Yeah, anything you really want on your hoodies or to be customized. All right, you can even have your name at the back and everything. Yeah, and also I am into hair and then beard oils.
Okay.
All right, so for men, okay, so if you really want to grow that thick beard, or you really have problems with bald hair, and then those kind of things, we actually put you on some treatment. All right, so it's more of like we try to call it the hair and beard clinic. All right, so you come and then we put you on some treatment, and then we give you the supplements, and then the whole this thing that you really need to have that desired hair and then beard. And also travel and tours. Okay, yeah, so I do travel and tours. If you really want to travel anywhere in Morocco, yeah, you can just hit us up and then we go together.
All right, so before we go, I'll let you guys put your social media handles out there so that people can contact you for your business services. But then again, I want to know, what are some of the challenges you're facing?
All right, so some of the challenges that I face, I think when it comes to the products with the perfume oils, and then let's say the clothes, and then the beard and hair oil, you see, it's not produced here. For instance, these are not really made here.
Yeah.
So we get to import them, and then the hair and beard oil also, you have some from the States, you have some from Ghana. So sometimes the whole importation thing is a challenge, and then the whole taxes, all right, because sometimes it gets stuck at the terminal 3, which is for import, and then you need to go and clear your products for import duties, and there's a whole lot which sometimes goes there. And then sometimes capital, you understand, like you really need a lot of stocks, but you realize that no, Charlie, the money involved for this, so you need to go bit by bit, and then sometimes capital is also a problem. And then for, let's say, the travel and tour, all right, so with that, personally, I take the people on, mostly it's a rented car, right? So I drive, so it's a rented car, wherever you want to go, whether to the airport, we just book us, and then we take you there. So with that, sometimes the availability of the car, all right, because normally it's a rented car, we rent car, so you need to go, and then maybe there's no car, or you need a car for just, let's say, 1 or 2 days, but the minimum days you need, the agence is telling you the minimum days is, let's say, 3, 4, 5, and then sometimes you really don't need a car for that long duration, depending on what you are doing. So it's also a challenge, which I think my brother Nick, that is into transport business, we need to dash me a car. We need to dash me a car. All right. So
let me just chip in this one with this Uber thing you're doing in Morocco.
Yeah.
Have you at some point experienced racism? Like somebody says you're black, so I'm not going to let you drive me or something.
Okay, so I think I don't really, most of my products that I think it depends on your target market, all right? It depends on your target market. So for me, when it comes, you are specifically for, let's say, the Uber or the transport business, I'm not really, my target is not really with the Moroccans, all right? Yeah, my target is not really with the Moroccans. It's within the same étrangers, and then maybe foreigners that come into the countries, and then you just have, and that connection comes to play, because sometimes you need to be there and somebody will give you a call. Oh, Charlie, my party become the town inside, or my party become the country inside. You really they need somebody for this number of days to travel, or maybe an étranger, somebody from the States, from anywhere, any foreigner. But the connection needs to be there. And then there are people that try to link us up with these people, all right? So I think for Moroccans per se, it is their country, all right? Moroccans always will know how to go about when it comes to transport. He knows he can pick a train from here to here, and it's more cheaper or this. So sometimes it comes back to the target market, right? So Moroccans are not really my target market when it comes to the transport. But for maybe, let's say, the perfumes and then the hair and beard oils, I have most of my targets with Moroccans.
Okay, my last question with the import and export brothers. I once purchased a hair machine online, and then I had to pay a tax equal to the same amount of the thing I bought. Like, I felt they were cheating me. Yeah, I felt they were cheating me, but then the guy was trying to tell me, like, this is the rate now, blah, blah, blah. Like, how do you guys deal with that?
Make it know.
Well, it depends on the Incoterm, the type of Incoterm you are using.
Please, I don't understand the Incoterm.
Well, Incoterm actually, it is in the transport and logistics area. So if you are really interested, you can read more about it, and you know.
Okay,
there are some with insurance, some you have to pay for the insurance, some they'll pay for you. So it's a whole topic that you have to study on it on its own. But then I realized that importing from outside of Morocco into like Morocco, it's mostly difficult, okay, because their regulations are very tight. Yeah, so it's normal if you are facing some challenges. Yeah, you need to first of all visit the douane. Okay, the douane, that's the customs, to know the procedures you need to follow before you can import what you want to import. Okay, and I am saying this because I've not actually imported stuff from other countries into Morocco. Yeah, but I've imported probably from Japan to Ghana and Korea to Ghana for that. Yeah, so that's it.
All right. Joe, want to add something?
All right. So I think for me, the first time this a personal experience. So I think the first time that I imported something into Morocco, I was also shocked like you. All right, trust me. I was also shocked like you. You get to Terminal 3 and then you want to clear your things and the whole process and everything. And after, like, Charlie, the money they were demanding, the money they were demanding, that's what you're saying, that, like, the cost of the product, like, you'll be shocked. They are telling you, like, you need to pay.
Yeah.
Normally, we know TVA, all right, to be 20% or something. So the whole tax, something should be around 20% of the cost or something.
Yeah.
And you get there and they are telling you, like, the
You're
cost.
paying the same
You
amount.
understand? So me myself, I was shocked. All right, I was shocked. And what I needed to do, I remember I needed to talk to a friend, somebody I trust, and then we needed to go clear those things out. That was the first experience, all right? Because I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I wasn't really ready for that. So I needed to talk to somebody, and then we needed to organize ourselves, get there, and then just get the product out for the first time, right? But so I was shocked like you. So as he's saying, Morocco actually has their own regulations, and I don't know how they are doing their calculations. And at the end of the day, they know your product is with them, and you need the product out.
Yeah.
So like when they are telling you the price, like they know. At the end of the day, you'll find a way to bring the product out.
Yeah, because you just told me I could return it. And
You
in this
understand?
returning, they are going to take another money for you to return the product.
I have got my products returned before. All right. They asked me to go get some letter from the Ministry of Health when it comes to because to some extent
it needs to be certified.
That was another challenge. From there, we needed to go to even the price for clearing the.
Wow.
It was a lot. At the end of the day, I got my stuff returned. Even after getting those papers and those things, like the whole money was getting into the thing. I've gotten my stuff returned before. Okay, so Morocco has its own system, all right, but that doesn't mean that we can't. We will not actually do something. At the end of the day, you need to find a way, and that is where, with time, experience comes to play, because you need to at least try and then find some way and then be going about your things, and then which we can't actually be putting on air. Okay, we can't be putting on air about how maybe, but yeah. So you actually find a way. But trust me, I was shocked like you with the prices of their taxes and all those things.
Yeah, I just would advise that anyone who wants to import stuff from outside into Morocco, they should, if it is a large quantity, you should go to the customs, ask them what is the requirements before you go into it, so that you not be shocked.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if you have a friend or someone coming, they have luggages they want to sell or buy. So that one too, I'm into it. People let me know if they want, they are traveling and then they have luggage, like space that they are selling. So that one, you can also contact me and I will make an advertisement, and then when someone is also interested, the person will get it. So that's basically it. If you want to know, you ask. Yeah. I also know some students who have exported stuff from Morocco to Ghana. So you can also ask people like that, how did they do it? You can also ask.
There's always a way.
Yeah, or you can also ask Delali how he was able to import stuff at the end. Okay, because I believe that at the end you're able to. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so we should ask. We need to always ask. Yeah,
that's what we are saying. There's always a way about doing things. If you not knowing doesn't mean that it's not happening. All right.
Yeah.
So there's always a way about going about. You just need to ask, and then you are going to get the necessary information. People are actually willing to help. All right. At the end of the day, I was telling a friend, imagine Susan at your wedding, and then your friends are just there, and then everybody is just throwing money on you like that. Like we all need to meet at the top, all right? We all need to meet at the top. Gradually, that we are going slowly, but surely we all want to see everybody at the top there. So we need to help ourselves. Okay, we are not competing among ourselves, all right? We are not competing. So you need something. If I need something, I should be able to ask Nonso. I should be able to ask Nick. Charlie, how I go feed do this? How, like, let's help each other. And then there's always a way. All right. There's always a way. When you talk to people, they're going to help you out.
All right, guys, you've had it all, and we're wrapping up. So please, anything you would like to say, any last words you want to say to our viewers out there?
To our viewers out there, having a business or being an entrepreneur is the only way out from poverty, or the only way into financial independence. If you're someone that you're not comfortable with your financial situation, the only way out is to be an entrepreneur and have your own business. But if you're okay with just getting your monthly salary, which I also think is nothing bad, by all means, please, you can do that. And thank you.
All right, your social media handles
and on Facebook and Instagram, Nonso Noni, Nonie, Noni.
Okay. Any number?
My number plus 212 762 732 635.
Yeah, business only.
Yeah, business only, please. Anytime, any day, I'm available.
Okay, Delali.
All right. So I think my final words of what I would like to say is we are not really there. All right, we are not really there. It's not as if we are actually sitting here and then trying to make it look as if Charlie. Manso was talking about 100,000 dirhams in his account.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, which means that was 100 million.
Charlie, that's wild, and that's wild. All right, so, but we just try, and then little by little, we are just trying our possible best to actually try to make some little sort of income. We are all students, all right. We are students, and then this whole boost that we receive once a while, like you just try to make something extra just to keep yourself going, right? It's not, so it's just an opportunity to just share what's a little that we do, how we go about, and so it's not really as if we are really that much. But I got this thing from one man, and what he said was that if you really want to get out of poverty, all right, he says that it is only business and investment that can get you out of poverty. All right?
Okay.
Others can talk about saving, and it was very clear that savings can never do that. All right. It is only business and investment. Because come to think of it, how many percentage are you even going to get on your savings, your money at the bank, at the CIF?
No, nothing. They even did that.
So you at the end of the day, your money comes from Ghana, or Ghana pays you, and then your money is just in the account and it's actually doing nothing. All right. Let's get the fear out. All right. Get into something. Do something with the money. Don't let the money be sitting idle. Okay. All right. Just get the money. Do something. Do something. Try to multiply the money. Okay. Any money you get, try to start thinking, how can I make my money work for me? I heard this from another man. You always make sure that your money is working for you. Whilst even you are asleep, your money is making more money. Yeah. Okay. And this is the way forward. Trust me, this is the way. So this is just what I would want to say. Let's just try anything. Get yourself busy. Do something. And then it's not as if you're going to be a millionaire overnight, but at least your 1-2 dirhams that you actually use for one or two things, you are going to get yourself sorted out, and you're not going to depend on people for loans and borrowing and all those things. And I think as students, this is the way forward.
All right. Thank you so much. Your social media handles.
All right. So my social media handles, I think on Facebook, it is Christian Delali Amuzu. On Instagram, it's Mesue Delali.
Okay.
And if you'd want to also follow our pages for the hoodies, clothing,
Yeah.
and everything, it is the African Print Master on Instagram and then on Facebook. And then for the hair, beard, oil, you can Keklan Minoxidil Maroc. All right.
Okay.
And then,
Don't worry. We just put
Yeah,
everything
so-
down there.
everything. I think that is all. That is all. That's
Any
it.
number or
Okay, so my number is +2126956602557. I hope it's correct, but yeah.
yeah, business only.
All right.
Nick.
Okay, so my advice or what I would like to conclude with is that we shouldn't be disturbed when we are not able to realize our dreams of having a business or something like that. We can also invest. Okay, it's not, as we said, business is not for everyone. You can be an investor. Don't keep the money in your account, as Monsieur Delali said. If you trust someone and you think that the person is doing well, you can give it to the person and also invest in that business.
Yeah.
Yes. And those who also want to go into business, you should learn something we call financial intelligence. Okay. That has to do with being able to plan. Okay, budget your money. This is a full topic that we have to also discuss.
Yeah.
So I believe that everything is possible for those who believe it is possible. So thank you.
Social media.
For social media, I would like to give my business. So you can search for us on etl.com. etl.express. Express. Yeah. That's Expo Transport and Logistics. Yeah. And when you go there, you find all the details, our email. On Facebook too, follow us on etl.express on Facebook as well. Yeah. So that's it. My number, okay. My number +212 +212 6099788856.
All right, guys, that'll be all for today. Thank you so much for watching us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please, if you want to come on this show, our numbers will be and our social media handles on the screen. Please, you can call us, you can message us, you can text us anyhow, and we will be very happy to have you. Thank you.